Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're back out here at the old greenhouse build. It's been a little while since we've had a chance to work on it and make a video, but as you can see, prior to this we had ended up painting all of the old lumber. My wife decided she wanted to paint it, and I think it was a good idea. And you can see we went with a, I think it's called a barn brown, or maybe a ranch brown, something like that. Anyways, we painted the door, and we're doing that obviously to help protect this wood. It's really old, and we thought we would kind of stop the deterioration with a little paint. I think it was a good idea, and so we're pretty much ready to put some plastic on. You can see we added in another piece there, and also over here on the front side we had another board there and some things like that. But she's ready for plastic, so we're going to put some plastic on there. We picked up some what I call slats, or these little 2x1/2. I don't know what they are, but we picked up these little strips and painted up them brown, and we're going to use those to attach the plastic to the frame. So the plastic will go over, and we'll have a slat on each one of these runs, kind of holding the plastic down, and then down here along the bottom we'll also put some there, and then on the front and the back's going to be kind of weird. I don't know. I really would like to put some plywood on this side, but we're trying to do this with as little money as possible, so we're using what we have. So we'll probably put plastic on here and just put some slats, I guess, to hold it down. Do the best we can this year, and then the good thing about this is next year, if we decide to save some money up for it, we can go buy some of that nice plastic sheeting that is rigid that they use in the greenhouses normally, and we can put those on there, screw them on, and have a nice rigid greenhouse, and not have to worry about the plastic sheeting anymore. That just our old plastic. But for now we're doing what we have, and right now we have this partial roll that I used last year in the garden on the pumpkins. Oh, Blue's taking a little snooze right there. Hey, Blue. So we just have this old leftover roll. I can't remember if I picked this up at an auction or what, but we've had it around for a couple years, and this is a good thing to use it for. Get some use out of it before it rots in the box. Let's get after it. We got to get some stuff going. We actually have some warmer weather coming in, which is going to be good for gardening, finally. And we can get some things planted. You see, we've been working in the garden real quick here, and we got some more tilling to do, but we added some manure. This side over here is ready to plant, but man, we're dry. Look at that. We're gonna get a sprinkler going, get her wet down, get after it. All right, guys, chickadee, check it out. So here we got the plastic on. We got our slats on. As you can see, some of our slats were not painted, and my wife may choose to paint those later, and that'd be nice. So as you can see, this is what we got going on, and it's working pretty good. We're probably going to get some winds this afternoon, I'm guessing, and wouldn't that be just about normal? My dogs are barking because they just got let out to run around. We might have a fox over there. I guess the cows were looking, so we're going to send the dogs over to check it out. Let's take a peek inside. All right, let's take a peek inside. As you can see, we cut around our windows. Door shuts pretty nice. Take a step inside here. The sun is not real bright today, but it's noticeably warmer in here. And that's good because it's supposed to be, I guess. Anyways, there's our other window, looking pretty good. So it's not too shabby in here. I'm really happy with the paint. I thought it was a good choice. That brown sets off nice in here. So what we're going to do, I think, is build a shelf right over here on that pole to that pole that we will plant all kinds of starters, vegetables, you know, the little cups and everything. Get them all started in here and get them going good, because we're still having, you know, some early spring weather, I'll say, and we have some frost. We don't want them to frost, so we'll get them started in here. It's going to be pretty slick, so probably look forward to that maybe on an upcoming video. We'll build a very easy, simple shelf there that we can water on without care. I tried getting one at an auction, but it just didn't happen. It was a metal one, would have been pretty slick. Anyways, and we might build one over here, but up above we might put in a couple hanging baskets, as long as they're not too heavy, maybe on the corners. You know, we like to maybe put a few flowers in there, but any kind of a vegetable we can grow from a basket, we could do that. And in the back, of course, guys, you know how I am about my pumpkins. So we're going to plant probably 2 back here of the giant pumpkins, way in the back here. This is not really big enough for what I really want to do, but you know, it's going to be good. So I think we're 270 square feet in here, maybe a hair less than that. I'll have to do the math again. But anyways, I will plant probably 2 plants back here, whichever one takes off the best. It's going to run out over yonder way. I'm hoping to have my pumpkin right in that area. Of course, you know, nature can decide for me, but I would have liked to gone actually where the door is at. I'd like to have it, but we're going to try to put it over here, and hopefully we're shooting for an 800-pound pumpkin this year, which means I will have to take it out the side there. So we'll take the plastic down and take it out the side. No big deal at the end of the season. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. And the other thing is, you notice down here, the plastic is attached to that board right there on both sides. And if you notice, there is a gap underneath. And that is because I am expecting this pumpkin plant to need to grow out. So we're going to let it escape out from under there, and I'll go show you what I got going on to hold it for now. So for right now, we just got some logs laying on there as per usual, and they're just going to anchor it down. And when that pumpkin gets close, we are going to roll the logs out of the way and let the pumpkins grow right out from under there. And if I have to trim that plastic, I will. I just hope I don't have to, but if I do, I will. But yeah, so the pumpkin's just going to escape out the sides. So I'm assuming, if all goes well, that this whole alleyway will be full of pumpkin plant, and on the other side will be partial pumpkin plant too. And of course, our old lumber pile, which we built the greenhouse out of, all this scrap stuff, we will move it if we need to, as needed. But yeah, so this has actually turned out pretty good, guys. I'm pretty pleased with it, I think. But for a bunch of old scrap wood and posts I had laying around and stuff, I did buy the slats. That might have cost me, I don't know if it was $50, somewhere around there, maybe 40 something. Too much for what they are, but that's the way it is, guys. You know how that is. And the paint, we used 2 gallons of that. Well, not quite, we still have some left, but we bought 2 gallons of that ranch brown, and I believe, man, they were only like $23 a gallon, so under $50 there. So we're under $100 on the project if you don't count the plastic. So the plastic we had, like I said, I had bought it over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. We've had it laying around, as you've seen us use it a little bit in the past. So I did not have to put out the money this year, but I did, of course, a couple years ago. And it's pretty spendy. It might have been, I don't know, $180. But this would have been about maybe not even half of that. So we're under $100 on plastic, even though I know today it's probably more. So guys, we are about $200-300 into the greenhouse. The door, I bought it in auction, and honestly, if that door cost me $10, I would be surprised. It's not a very fancy door, and then the doorknob was $12. So we are under, what's that, $250? I don't know. We're under $300 for sure. So we got like under a $300 greenhouse here, and the wind's picking up just in time. We're gonna test it out. I hope you guys can hear me. Thanks for coming along. Come back again and we'll start growing some stuff and building some shelving. And it's a good day, guys. Have a good one.